Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Barakah Kudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, I wanted to do this lesson, all right, dealing with, staying on point, okay, and, remaining diligent, okay, but diligent in doing the right thing. Okay, now recently, all right, as of late, there's been a lot of things going on. You had the whole situation with Sakari and, talking about the high priesthood, so on and so forth. All right, now the book of Hebrews not being in the Bible and, so many other things, all right, which is is going off. All right, and then you had now the other thing is that which I just saw the elder brother Baqar did a video on it, dealing with what's more important than God. Okay, and the point overall is when you're looking at it, you're seeing that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is putting a light. Okay, he's shining, all right, and he's sifting at the same time, all right, but he's purposely doing this to draw the lines, all right, in the sand, to show who stands where, all right, and who stands where. Okay, and after that is done, then the whole world is going to see, okay, well, where does the Lord stand? All right, now we believe that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is dealing with us, okay, starting with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone on down, okay, but not everybody sees that, which that's fine. Okay, but what the Lord is doing now is he's causing that greater division. See, because over the years there's many different Israelite groups out there that on the surface level it would seem as though we all teach the same thing. Okay, but when you really have to go a little deeper to see the doctrinal difference, right? And because of that, those that weren't that didn't look thoroughly enough, they would just say, oh, well, yeah, they all seem to roughly teach the same thing. But what the Lord is doing now is, whether through doctrine or through unruly actions, he's putting a wedge in that line, that difference, and he's widening it. Okay, and that's spiritual, and there's a reason for that, because as it says, as a matter of fact, let me start off with that. All right, in the book of Amos, all right, the Lord is going to make it clear, all right, and he's going to make a big difference and a separation between who he's dealing with, all right, and who he's not dealing with. Okay, and this is a part of the truth. Okay, so this is the book of Amos 9 and 11. It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. And now the tabernacle of David, or the house of David, is synonymous with the elect. Okay, and notice it says, and close the breaches thereof. So a part of raising up the tabernacle of David, all right, now imagine if you have an object that's buried under sand. Right, now picture this. You pick it up, and as you're lifting it up out of the sand, all the sand that was on it and in it and all that starts to fall off of it. So as you're raising up that object, everything that doesn't belong, all right, like the sand, starts to fall off, because it's not a part of that object. You might shake it up a bit, dust it off. Okay, and that's what the Lord is doing. And as it says, closing up the breaches thereof. So anybody that doesn't belong, all right, is not gonna be a part of that house. Okay, now you do have certain individuals amongst various different groups, because ultimately the Lord is coming for his elect, as the scriptures say, his elect. Okay, now you might have, you do have elect members that are in certain groups where their leaders, okay, might not be teaching or are not teaching the correct thing, or are not adhering to the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, but if they are of the elect, the Lord is gonna get them out of that, because there are brothers who, prior to either joining Great Millstone or ascribing or listening to Great Millstone, they used to listen to different groups, you know, and then the Lord led them, you know, to Great Millstone. So the Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is in control of it all right? And there's a reason. If you notice, a lot of these things happen often, but it just comes out of nowhere. You know, just out of nowhere, boom, this guy said this, or this guy's doing this. And, you know, you may think, oh, it's just words, but Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is taking a very, very detailed account. And that's why the scriptures say every idle word, or every word, let me see. It shall. And that's why King David said, let the meditations of my heart, the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. All right, now I believe that's Psalm 19. Okay, because it's important. You may think that, oh, well, I just said something or it's whatever. No, it's not. Okay. This is Matthew 12:36. It says, but I say unto you, that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. All right, because the main focus, all right, is doing the work of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. But that starts with the fear of the Lord. If you have the fear of the Lord, you wouldn't even, you'd be very careful what you say, what you think, how you act, even if you're just by yourself, the thoughts you think. All right, you'd be fearful to allow any demonic thoughts into your mind if you truly fear the Lord. Okay, but it's all strategic and it's spiritual. Why the Lord did it that way, why he pulled back for so long, why he hasn't unleashed the full terrors, because that way people's true colors can show, and a record of it is being taken by the angels. So when the time of judgment comes, when the Lord unleashes true terror like never before, of course, when danger comes, people don't show their true colors then. You know, when they're in a state of desperation, humility is what comes out. You know, but the Lord wants to see who's who when. You know, before I even do anything, how are you? You know, how is your your natural self? You know, and then when the Lord brings the spiritual, at that point, everything he needs to know is already on record. Okay, but this is a very important precept right here. Psalms 19:14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. Okay? And King David said that. Because what you think, what you say, how you act, all of this is being watched. All right? Even if it's, like I said, by yourself, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the angels, the heavenly hosts, they're all seeing it. Okay? And so to blatantly go off, it's a scary thing, because really the Lord is behind it. When you look at it spiritually, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is the one making these individuals make statements like this and take whatever actions like this. He's doing that so he can be justified when he brings whatever judgment he's going to bring upon the earth. The Lord puts a spirit to do good on the individuals that are of the elect, and the spirit not to do good on the individuals that are not of the elect. And that way, by their actions, they can be judged. Okay, and that's why it's a scary thing, and that's why we always have to pray for the Holy Spirit. We have to pray that the Lord keeps a righteous spirit within us. Okay, because we don't know where we'll be a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 months from now, but we hope and pray that we'll still be doing the works that are pleasing to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Because with how close we are to all hell breaking loose, how close we are to the deliverance, to lose now would be, just detrimental. Okay? But that's what the Lord is doing, and it's a fearful thing, because these individuals don't see, the error in their ways. That's scary. Okay? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is not to be played with, man. His word is not to be played with. Okay? His truth is not to be played with. His spirit is not to be played with. The Lord hates pride. Okay? He hates arrogance. All right? He loves the meek. He loves humility. The Lord isn't just dealing with what you know. All right. But how do you apply what you know? What character? You know, what manner of man are you? That's all important. Why do you think the Lord chose David? Why do you think the Lord chose Moses? Why do you think the Lord chose certain individuals? Because, I mean, prior to the Lord choosing David, he was a shepherd, right? He wasn't or even Peter or John. All right. Now, he wasn't in scribe school, learning the deepness of the scriptures and being a doctor of the law. So why didn't the Lord go and choose somebody like that? Although you had certain individuals that were like that. But he chose David, who was a boy, because of the spirit that was within him, because of the heart, because of the character, because of the kind of individual that he was and he would grow up to be. Okay? The truth is about knowledge. It's about wisdom. It's about understanding. But it's heavily about how you move, because how you move is dictated by what you truly understand and how much wisdom you apply and faith. Okay? Which all starts with the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So this is the book of Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 12. It says, "And it shall come to pass that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lease, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil." If you truly believe the Lord is in control and he does do good and evil, and when he brings the evil, it's a very dangerous thing, you will not be settled on your lease. You will be constantly active. And that's why I said be on point. Because just like the Lord is putting the light, okay, on these different groups, he can put it just like that on us. Because and in order for you to be good, you gotta make sure that you're good, okay, every single day. Because the thing with the Lord is, let's say the next man is a murderer. Yeah, the Lord's gonna judge his ass for that. But you may be a thief, and you may say, "Oh well, shit, I might have got off scot-free." I mean, shit, all the Lord's attention is gonna be on him now. All right, it's everywhere, and it's a very, very scary thing, man. It's a very scary thing, But I thought about this as to how there's a reason Paul mentioned defending, setting up to defend the gospel. Now when you watch some of these shows or movies or animated movies and stuff, especially like the ancient martial arts mystical type joints, they'll have like maybe you have like this maybe in the past, right? They'll do like a flashback. In the past, there was all this, spiritual stuff, spiritual stuff. And then over time, evil came into the world, bad things happened, and now there's only a fragment, left, maybe like, let's say a orb or something. And then you have this one kingdom area in a special area where they hide or protect that orb. Okay. And there's always protectors around it from anybody that tries to come towards it. Okay. Now, if there's no protectors around it, then it would be consumed. Now, we know that's not going to happen with the truth, but there's a reason the Lord set us up. Okay. So we are like the barriers around the truth. Okay. To where anything that is said that is not pertaining, that's not correct, if it's being associated with the truth or with the scriptures, we defend, meaning we block. All right, we block those things against, tainting the perception of the truth, because the truth itself will not be tainted. Okay, but how the truth is perceived in the world. Think about it. If somebody said something false about the Bible, which Esau has been doing for years, and nobody came out and brought the truth about it, the truth would still be the truth. However, who would know it? Think about it. Who would know it? Nobody's proclaiming it. So the truth would be there, but who would know it? Prior to the Lord putting the spirit on Elder Abba Bivens and King Masha and our elders and their elders, there was a falling away, right? Now, when there was a falling away, did the truth disappear? No, the truth still existed. Right? The knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai it didn't disappear. It still existed, but who knew it? Because nobody was the Lord took it away. All right. He broke us down. He broke down the defenders of the truth. The apostles died, and eventually there was nobody to protect and defend and proclaim the truth up until now. All right. So that's the point. When there's in this world, I mean, there's tons and tons and tons of things that are said about the scriptures incorrectly. But if nobody's proclaiming what the correctness of the scriptures is, then how would anybody know what the correctness actually is? Anytime if somebody comes and says Yahushai, didn't exist, we got to say Yahushai did exist. And then we got to prove it. So that way that understanding is still, it stays alive. Okay? So if you say the book of Hebrews is not the word of God, no, it is. Regardless of, we don't, if you claim we don't know the author or no, we're going to keep that truth alive. That's a part of defending the gospel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? So, moving on, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 73. And I skipped a couple verses above, but I just wanted to hit this main point. And it says, then shall they be known who are my chosen. Not who have chosen me, but who are my chosen. Who did I choose? And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. And the part of that trying, like even if you apply for a job, they assess you with assessments, and it's like trials to see, and you notice it tests you in different areas. It's not all in just one area. It tests you in different areas to see how well equipped are you to handle different situations. How do you handle different situations that test different parts of you? Certain situations test your knowledge. Certain situations test your character. Certain situations test your integrity, which falls under character. Your ability to show mercy. Okay. Your austereness, your balance. All of these things the Lord tests with different things that come up. And he puts the spirit on different individuals to say different things, to do different things, and he puts the spirit on other individuals to respond. Okay? But it's all Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai assessing, testing, because understand that the Lord, as much as we are, when we're doing this work, we're pushing this word, there's a lot that's actually happening that it's past what we actually perceive as what's going on. There's more going on than we can actually, tell off the bat. And when the Lord actually opens up the fullness of what we're actually doing, that's when you're going to realize, damn, this worked. Oh my gosh. I thought I would just, I just go out there and I just teach the Bible, and it's way, way, way deeper than that. And there's things that we don't even know. You pick up certain traits when you do the work of the Lord that better you in ways that you don't notice. Same way, you may not have seen a family member in a long time, and they say, oh my gosh, you've grown so much, but you don't really notice it because you see yourself every day. That's this truth. There's certain abilities and traits that we are gaining. I mean, spiritual, eternal traits that we are gaining that we don't notice because we do this every day. We're constantly doing this. All right. But the Lord is raising up kings. He's raising up rulers. He's raising up gods. And you can't just get up and just be one of those. That's why it says they shall be tried as gold in the fire. The Lord is bringing that out of us through the different experiences that we go through. And by the time Yahushua comes, all right, we're going to be as close to Yahushua as possible, because every day we're becoming more and more like Yahushua. And I remember Apostle Ramlah made that statement. All right, and it stuck with me. Every day we're becoming more and more like Yahushua, to the point where when he comes back, as John said, we shall be like him fully. Okay? I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to pass up on that. Okay? So we know what we have to do, so we're going to continue to do it. And the Lord is going to show. All right, now I'm going to move on. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 17. It says, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of God?" Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai does not deal with neutral, and he does not deal with negative. He only deals with positive. He only deals with what's right. Okay? And there's no excuse to not do what's right, because you know what's right and you have the ability to do what's right. And if you're doing anything other than that, your focus is not on what's right. If you're trying to be in a neutral zone and my favorite camps, this and that, and it is always the quote unquote peacemakers that don't really understand what's going on or what they're actually doing. Okay, it's all spiritual. All right, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is creating these divisions for a reason. All right, and he's causing a separation, because there's certain things that we may not even. I'll give you an example. You could have a brother that's, to us, right, to the outward, you're like, damn, this guy's good. He's doing what he has to do. He's always doing what he has to do. All right, but then that individual might be doing things that we don't know about, that the Lord knows about. Now, the Lord might not come out right and expose him for those things he's doing that we don't know about. He could, but he could also decide to put this individual in a situation where he reacts a certain kind of way, and that just exposes his true character in front of everybody. See, so for example, this individual might be selling drugs, right? He might be, selling drugs. But obviously nobody knows. The Lord might, instead of just exposing him, maybe, having one of his plugs or his customers, whatever, however they call him, expose him. The Lord might say, you know what? I'm going to put you in a situation where you expose yourself. And, I'm just making this up, but, the Lord might just have a situation happen where, somebody maybe smoking a blunt or something and walks by a camp. And the Lord will put like a strong urge on this individual to like not be able to resist himself, and he just jumps out, yo, let me get a quick I don't know what they call it, pull, whatever, let me get a quick, like just a spirit just jumps on him to just jump out, and you have brothers turn around like, what the hell, like, whoa, what and you see this individual right there walking up to the stranger like, yo, can I just, like on some addict kind of thing. The Lord can do that, and have the light shine on this individual so everybody can see, well, oh, this is what you truly do. The Lord can do that. He doesn't have to necessarily, oh, well, I'm gonna expose you for all the drug dealing you've done, you've been hiding from brothers. I'll just have you expose yourself. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai can do things like that, as an example. Okay. So, as it says in 1 Peter 4:17, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God." There's two, it's just, damn. According to prophecy, we know that in the last days, as it says, men shall come, scoffers shall come, speaking after their own lusts. But day in and day out, we're seeing more and more that this world doesn't have the fear of the Lord. And we understand why the Lord has a remnant, why he has an elect. Because it starts with true fear. You have to truly, deep down in your core, fear the Lord. And a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people want to see the Lord do something. They want to see the Lord open up the earth and swallow somebody again before they're going to fear. Okay? And it's only a small few that actually truly fear the Lord. That's why the behaviors are so different. Okay? And it's through the fear of the Lord that we do what we do, man. Because we don't want to wait till the Lord unleashes hell before we fear and do what's right. Hell no. That's going to be too late. So, as the scriptures say, being blameless, following what the Lord said to do, okay, and standing up for the Lord to make sure that the Lord knows, Lord, that we're for you. Because, Israelites that don't know they're Israelites, Israelites that do know they're Israelites, heathens, Esau, just everything in the world is ungodly. That's what it is. It's ungodly. Okay? It's far from the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And it's sickening and it's mad to look at a whole planet where less than a fraction reverence the Creator. How crazy is that? You know, a whole planet with almost 8 billion people on it, but less than a fraction actually reverence the Creator. But guess what? When all is said and done, everybody's going to know and everybody's going to fear. But that's why the elect are going to be who they are. That's why they're going to be blessed the way they're going to be blessed. And that's why Ezra said what he said about them standing stiffly for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. When nobody else would, when nobody else cared, when people just professed to do it but not sincerely, the elect, all right, were the ones who were standing firm, you know, being ridiculed but still doing the what's pleasing to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. So it says 1 Peter 4:17, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel? So if Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to begin judgment at us who know that we Israelites who know what we're supposed to do, you need to be on point. Because guess what? When Esau starts rolling with them troops and the FBI and all of them, you're going to want protection. You're going to want the Lord to defend you. Okay? So you better make sure you're doing what you got to do. Because if the Lord if he's not pleased with you, he's going to want to destroy you. He's not going to want to defend you. You know, he's going to want to destroy you. And he will. All right? But if you're doing what's pleasing to the Lord, all right, you fight for the Lord is going to fight for you. Okay? Verse 18, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So they're not even in the picture. They're not even coming close. All right, they gonna get something coming their way, man. All right, but to deal with the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the most important thing. Number one, there's nothing above the Most High. The whole duty of man is to serve the Lord. It's to fear the Lord and to serve Him. Okay, that is our whole duty. And that's why you have to take care of this truth with the utmost respect, utmost integrity. I mean, you gotta just be somebody that, you know, I don't like controversy. I don't like you know, in the sense of unnecessarily. Okay, sometimes it happens where it's unavoidable. Okay, but just somebody that's just constantly trying to do what's pleasing to the Lord. All right, focused on that, because that's how we're gonna get salvation. Okay. But as the scriptures say, ain't none of us can resist the will of the Lord, you know. So that's why we move according to the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and we pray that he leads us down the right path. Okay, now this is the book of 2nd Ezra, last precept, chapter 16, verse 11. The Lord shall threaten who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. And as it says in Job, the Most High speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. How is the Lord threatening? Through his prophets, through his men. And we're warning you, yo, stop doing this. Yo, don't do this. You were calling that's what prophets did. They called it out because the prophets knew and know what's right. So if something that's not right comes out, we jump on it and call it out. But that's the Lord threatening. Now, when he shows his presence, like it says, who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? Okay, and a lot of people are going to suffer judgment at the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and it's going to be a very scary, scary thing. And it's going to be too late, and there's not going to be opportunities for, oh, I take that back, or no. The Lord is not man. All right, never forget that. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is not man. Okay, he is a male, but he is not man. Meaning what we feel and our limits, they do not apply to the Lord. Yo, chill, that's enough. Yo, he got it. No, the Lord don't deal that way. He chills when he wants to chill. So keep that in mind always. All right. Yeah, I believe that was it. Lord willing, that was edifying unto the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.